Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about our summer homeschooling plans. Our summer homeschooling plans are very simple this year, actually every year. We homeschool year round, so in between the different years, I don't like to pack too much into what's supposed to be a break, a rest for myself and for the kids. So I try to keep it simple, but as we all know, not just with kids, but with adults, if you are off of your routine for a certain amount of time, it's really hard to get back on track. And so I don't want my kids to lose that. I don't want to lose that rhythm and routine. So I try to have a very simple, not too rigid routine for the summer, just so that we can keep our learning going, keep our scheduling going, so that when the school year begins again in few weeks actually, it's not a jolt to our system and we can just keep going with our learning. So one of the things we always do, and that it never ends, there's not a break, it's not a class, it is our Bible time, which is our relationship. So I don't want that to be a class that gets checked off every day. It is something that I want my kids to create a habit and a love for. So that never stops. And they are completing, they're almost done with meeting with Jesus. And then the Bibles that I have for them, the Explorer Bible, goes with it. And I like this, it's short, it's sweet, it's something they can do on their own. We do come together and learn about missionaries and learn about the Bible, just study the Bible together, chapters and people and things like that. But this is something that I want them to do on their own every single morning. So that is the number one thing. Number two is I always want to continue with our daily habits. So that does not change. I did simplify them a little bit because of the summer. So they have this sheet right here. And I can't remember the Sweet Mama I got this from. I'll try to link it below. But here you can see that. So they each have a sheet here and it's daily things I want them to do, just 3 things. Once a week, 3 things, habits, and then chores. And so this they check off every single day and it sits on top of their habit tracker for the school year. I just leave it all on one clipboard just so we don't lose it, because that's gonna stay the same for next year. I'm not changing that at all. But I do want them to continue reading for an hour, doing 1 language arts or math page, 1 educational game a week, a writing exercise, helping me make a meal, and then their morning habits, getting outside, saying 1 nice thing to your siblings. We've had some issues there, so I had to add that. And then just things around the house, you know, wiping down the walls or taking out the trash, cleaning your bedroom or the bathroom, just 1 thing a day for them to keep up with. So that also goes on the clipboard, as well as another thing we're doing this summer, which is their reading challenge from our local library. So I love this because we read every day anyway, but I want them to be in the habit of tracking their individual reading as well as when we read aloud. They set their own goal for this challenge. They write it over here, what's your goal? 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever it may be. And then they get a prize, a midway prize, and then they get a completion prize when they finish it. And it's like, you know, their favorite things, like ice cream from our favorite ice cream shop. So like free ice cream all summer, that's amazing. So I told them, you know, stay up, keep up to date with it, and when you're done, I'll take you to the library so that you can get your token for free ice cream. So that is another thing that we're completing this summer and trying to stay on track with. As always, there's always board games. If you guys have seen my recent haul video, I think I might have 2 up. I'll link those below. But I got a ton of educational games for them to explore and play this summer. So I'm excited to like pull those out and set them on the table. We've already gone through a lot of them, and one thing I really love is YouTube is just such a great resource. We spent actually the other day pulling out some of the new games and watching the YouTube videos on how to play them and saving them in a playlist. So when it comes back to when we pull out that game, maybe in a couple weeks or a couple days, we can all refresh our memory, watching the video and relearning how to play that game. For me, it's kind of frustrating when no one knows how to play and we all have to figure it out at the same time. my husband has very limited time, so when we do get together, I want to kind of already know what's going on, and he has idea what's going on, and we can just throw on a video, learn how to play really quick, and then enjoy playing together. Another thing is, I've been trying to do this for a few summers. We have done some of it, but the Waldeck Way has a survival guide, and one of my sons is like really big into learning all the survival skills from that unit. So what I'm going to do, or what I've been doing, is putting that out on the table and letting them kind of go through it at their own pace. That is something I really do want to complete, and I'm working really hard to make sure that that is something that I pull out at least a few times a week, so that they can work on that with their dad, because that's something that he's interested in as well, and they can do that together. Also, we're gonna keep working on this guide, which I like to leave, it's not a guide, but this book, Awesome Engineering Activities for Kids. So my youngest son wants to be an engineer. So this book, I have him tab it up so I know what he's interested in, and then I can go and get those supplies and leave those out on the table. I'm really big at, like, it's called strewing. Am I saying that right? Strewing. Leaving supplies out for your kids to come and create with. And I think that's gonna be a huge thing for us in this upcoming year, because I just see my boys going in that direction. That's how they learn best. It's not like my ideal way of teaching, but I want to adapt to their interests as much as I can. And I think this would be a great way to do this subject. And I have a few other unit studies that I want to do where it's just letting them strew it on their own. And so this book is how we're going to start doing that. After that, I love this Living Art Lessons from Master Books. We are going to continue this into the school year, but I want to work on it in the summer because both of my boys love to draw. Their dad is a fantastic artist. So I want to keep going with this book, and I have another one in mind that I may use if we finish this for the upcoming school year. But this we definitely do together. Super simple, short lessons, but they both love it. So I really enjoy that one as well. And the last thing we're going to be doing together is this, the Adventure Challenge Family Edition. So I got this for Christmas a few years ago, and my idea was that every week or every other week we scratch off something from this book. So if you flip through it, I'll show you a flip through of it. They just kind of give you an idea of like how much it will cost, what time to do it, and how long it's going to take. So you can go through and scratch off and see what the activity is going to be. Then they have a place for you to leave your photo and any memories you want to write down. And it's a fantastic book. I have one actually for my husband and I, but I wanted to get one for our family as well. And this, I feel like summer is a great time to do that. So we will definitely be pulling this out and doing some of these activities as a family. And I think that is all I have. It sounds like a lot, but a lot of these things are just habits that we do every single day, and throwing in some of those interest-led activities that I know they love and that we can do together or they can do on their own. And then board games and just spending time together this summer. I'm trying to relax and enjoy the summer. Some of you may know this is not my favorite time of the year, but I'm trying to enjoy it and get out as much as I can and enjoy those things that you can only enjoy in summertime. So that's my goal. That's our plan for this summer. I hope you guys are having a fantastic summer. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.